Good morning. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Sunday, July 19th. Monster rally this past week, 700 points on the upside. Not really a surprise. This was bound to happen. If we actually flip over to the daily chart, you will remember last week I mentioned that in bull markets, the 38% Fibonacci retracement level usually marks very strong support in bull markets, and from that level we've seen a 700 point rally, and the shorts just run, crying, whining that it's a low volume BS rally, but nonetheless we're up 700 points and they're underwater yet again. We have very strong resistance now, right above at 8,900, and of course we're up 700 points in a week. If we go back over to the 15-minute chart, you can see this almost vertical rise. Right now support is at the 50-day moving average in this time frame. That is at 86.84. Very likely once we break that 86.84, we see a retrace at least to the 8,500 level. That's the 38% fib retracement level. We could go up a little bit more, but odds are pretty damn high that we're going to see a retrace. Still, we've got a lot of earnings reports this week. Earnings season is in full force right now, so we'll be pretty much at the mercy of whatever way they spin the news. SMH broke out exactly as we expected it to. And actually, you see this setup here on the SMH? This is not something you typically see in a bear market. This is bull market action, especially when you see it on an ETF, and a big ETF like the SMH. I've been saying from the start of the year that tech was going to lead us higher, and SMH was going to lead tech, and so far so good. Very, very bullish action here. No surprise that companies are starting to at least build their inventories a little, expecting that second half recovery. We did have a lot of help from news flow and, market quotation marks experts coming out and, pumping their respective sectors, but still, very nice action in the tech sector. Let's jump into some stock plays right now. ACLS, an annoying tech play that trades 50% under its cash level. Butting heads right above or right at its 200-day moving average. First time we've been up here in about a year. A break above this could finally set this stock free. We're still looking for a move to 65 to 70 cents plus on this one. The 50-day and 200-day are getting ready for a cross here, but I would suspect we're going to see probably a little pullback here. Would look to add this one 42 cents and under for the inevitable break of the 200-day moving average very soon. We got a positive MACD cross, and all the other indicators look very, very good. BCON chart doesn't look that great, but these last three candles are BS. They were actually green candles, and right at the close, the market maker painted the stock lower. Friday, the latest example, price was 68 cents at the close, and somehow 500 shares was made the closing print at 66, even though the bid was 68. This is what happens. They manipulate the charts to do as they will, but this one looks ready for another up move near term, and we'll be looking for a bounce to 80 cents. DSCO, yes, it's caused us quite a bit of pain, but we're going to make it all back, as I said, plus some. Very nice bottoming action here. It's starting to go into its typical tank bounce setup. Very nice breakout on Friday here. Would suspect that we see at least a move back to the 20-day exponential. That's at 63 cents right now. Over the next couple of weeks, would look to add a scalp position on any dips under 40 cents. RSI coming up through 50. Stochastics are in the basement, and really won't take much. This one is just chomping at the bit to go on a nice big bounce. There's no reason why it should be down here, in my opinion, and it will snap back. GNBT, this one is again coiling for a move. As you can see, we've been stair-stepping on this one since the March lows. It spikes, it consolidates, it spikes, it consolidates, it spikes, and right now we've been in a consolidation for about 6 weeks. Very strong support. Your stops would be at the 50-day moving average, and when this one goes, it's been making higher highs on each spike. So this time around, we'd be looking for at least a move to over $1 on it. RSI has flatlined. We're about to get a positive MACD cross, and it stops at the 50 to 54 cent level. Upside is very nice compared to downside on this one near term. OCLR, another tech play. Strong support at its 200-day moving average. Breakout is a close above 61 cents, and we're looking for a move to 70 and 90 cents on this one. RSI is heading up towards 50 here. We should get a positive MACD cross on the stock tomorrow, and stochastics also starting a nice uptrend. So this is one that should start to take off this week. ONT almost broke out the other day, but sort of treading water, gets painted down right at the close each day. Breakout now 45 cents. It does trade on ScamX, which is why it's taking so long for this one to go, but when it goes, I believe it will go big. OPTV, we've played this one a few times now. We've got a nice tight symmetrical triangle formation here. Breakout is $1.35 with, actually, we can raise our target on this one. 50-day moving average at 141 is first target, but then $1.50 plus is where this one really should end up, especially if this rally continues. If we see a pullback in the large caps this week, if the market is as bullish as it seems to be, we should see a lot of the small and mid-cap stocks take up the slack as the money moves from the large caps into that segment of the market. PLUG, we jumped into this one last week. Breakout is a close above the 20-day exponential. That's at 80 cents. As you can see, this is a stock that has large intraday moves, and it's sort of gone quiet over the last week or so. I would suspect that this one wakes up this week and makes a move to the 50-day moving average plus. So we're looking for, a move to 89 cents over the next few days. All the indicators are nicely bottomed, and it won't take much to light this one up. Well, WEL, Boots and Coots. This one's actually been very stable since over the last 2 months during the oil sell-off, and now that oil is rebounding, this one looks very poised for a nice move higher. First target is a move to $1.45, and then a break of $1.45, and there's really little resistance until we get up to that 175, 180 level. RSI trying to break 50. Positive MACD cross about to occur, and we've got stochastics coming up through the 20 level and triggering a buy. As you can see, during this sell-off, on-balance volume has been pretty stable, so they're not running from this stock, and it just looks like it's consolidating for a nice move near term. STSI, Star Scientific, getting closer and closer to a big breakout here. As you can see, it's slowly walking up its 8-day moving average. Any dips under 1 should be brief just based on this setup, and we should see this one bust out Monday or Tuesday with a target of the 20-day exponential that is at $1.39. RSI about to break the 50 or the 30 level from oversold, and stochastics in a nice uptrend here. So we'd be very surprised if we don't see this one go this week. Throwing out a short play to watch here. PEET, Pete's Coffee. This one was looking really good last week, and then over the last couple of days on increased volume, it's just taken a dump. I didn't really take a look, but this very well may have to do with options expiration on Friday. But let's keep an eye on this one anyway. Even if you don't trade it, consider it one to learn from. Strong support at 25. This would be a short on a break under 25 with a target of the 200-day moving average at 23. So, let's keep an eye on this one. You could also possibly play put option on this one. I'd look at the September 2250s if you were to play this one, but short play to consider for you guys. Just keep an eye on it. Even if you don't do shorts, it's one to keep an eye on and see how this chart formation plays out. So that's it for the video this week. Very vertical looking bearish rising wedge we have here. Let's see how it reacts on Monday. More than likely we're going to see a retrace, but again, a lot of people expect a retrace just like they expected a breakdown down here, and this market tends to do the opposite of what most traders think. So could be a pretty interesting week, especially with the earnings reports coming out. That's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Goodbye.